Hi, are you? I seem to have a little bit of a fascination with copper because it is said to have health benefits, and I would like to try things that have health benefits because I would like to live a long, happy life, and I feel like I'm sent to Earth for some type of purpose, which I think one of those purposes is help guide humanity into a higher level of consciousness. And so, with that said, it is said if you wear copper, see, I wear this copper bracelet every day, and I wear this copper ring every day. Now, I'll wear it on different fingers depending on if my skin gets irritated, and I don't even mind if it turns my skin blue, if it's got health benefits to it. And the organite necklace that I'm wearing, it has copper on the back of it. So the copper helps promote healing and energy. So I'm like, ooh, I need that. So I wear the copper ring and bracelet every day. Mostly. Copper is an essential nutrient for the body. Together with iron, it enables the body to form red blood cells. It helps maintain healthy bones, blood vessels, nerves, and immune function, and it contributes to iron absorption. Sufficient copper in the diet may help prevent cardiovascular disease and osteoporosis too. Drinking water from copper cups helps kill bacteria, stimulate the brain, regulate the functioning of the thyroid gland, soothe arthritis pain, boost skin health, slow down aging, improve digestion, get rid of anemia, lower the risk of cancer and heart disease. This next part that I'm adding in here is of Zulu shaman Credo Mutwa. He died last year, I think in March of last year. It's either May or March. And God rest his soul. Hopefully he's in peace. And he talks about he went with his friend or somebody he knew, and this person wanted him to eat something. And this thing that he said he ate, it was dry and it was very hard, and he said it tasted and smelled like copper. So if it tasted and smelled like copper, could it possibly have had a lot of copper in it? I'm not for sure. But he asked the person what it was that he ate, and he calls it a, what did he call it? He calls it a kawana. I've never heard of kawana, and I don't know what that means, but he calls it, the person he knew called it like the flesh of a god. When Credo Mutwa and David Icke talk about it a little bit further in, I think he's referring to the Chitauri, the reptilians. But watch Credo Mutwa and see what you think of it. Just in case you were wondering, you might be thinking, Rachel wants to eat that stuff, that thing that Credo Mutwa ate. No, I don't want to eat that stuff because the guy told him either he'll die in 2 days or he'll recover. I'm not risking to die for that. No. But after it made him really sick, he said he had spiritual, what is the word I'm looking for? Some type of spiritual journey happened with that, to where he said he could see colors within colors, and it was like he looked at something and it was like a rainbow, he looked at a tree. He looked at a tree and it was like he could see rainbow colors in the tree. And then he said he tasted water and the water tasted like wine or something that he's never tasted before, but it tasted way different. So it made him really weak, and then it made him laugh a lot, him and the other two people that was with him. And then after they were laughing, then soon after he went back to where he lived, and he said each step that he took, he said something like it made him feel reborn again, like it was some type of spiritual thing. Now, I guess he ate some flesh of the Chitauri, the reptilian. Don't try that. No, no, no. But I'm just wondering, could the reptilians have a lot of copper in their body? I'm just saying. That seems interesting to me.
A friend of mine in Lesotho called me. He said that he had something very important and that we had to share this. He said, please, I must come to Lesotho. I must come. And I went there. And then I found that he had dug a hole at the back of his hut. And he asked me that he and I and his second wife should go into this hole on the night to come and there to share something very, very holy. Well, we went down the hole. We used a broken ladder, and there inside the hole we ate small pieces of something. He told me to chew these things very thoroughly, as they were quite hard. I still had teeth in my face at that time. And I chewed and I chewed and I chewed and I chewed. But I noticed that what I was chewing was some kind of dry substance, and that it had the same taste that you would feel in your mouth if you sucked a copper penny. It had that coppery taste, like as if you were sucking an old copper coin. And then we left the hole and we went into his house. And on the following day, we all became terribly ill. Very, very ill. Our skins erupted into a rash. It was very, very painful. It was very, very itchy. We bathed with urine trying to take the itching away, but it failed. We bathed with sheep dip, and it failed. And in the end, I could no longer breathe at all. My tongue appeared to swell many times its size. And then I got so sick I could barely open my eyelids. The skin was itching like mad and I could barely breathe. And as the days went by, it was about a week, but it seemed like 100 years, slowly the rash subsided. And my skin began to peel, as did my friend's skin and the skin of his wife. We were very, very, very sick. And when I could speak, I asked him, what was the thing that you gave me to eat? This is the thing that has made us so sick. Why did you do this, my friend? He said, look, what we shared was something that can only be eaten while you are hiding in a hole. And that thing is the flesh of a god. I said, God? He said, yes. I said, but I am sick now. He said, wait, you'll recover. You either die within 2 days or you recover. Now we are going to recover because we are still alive after 2 days. Mr. Ek, I can't describe to you what happened next. I wish you to imagine, sir, you are sick, weak, and feverish. Suddenly, you get stuck, staring, raving, laughing mad. We started laughing. It was utterly incredible. What had made us what had caused the laughter we did not know, but we laughed for hours, all 3 of us. And then, when our jaws couldn't laugh anymore, a new thing happened. My friend's eldest daughter gave us all water. And when I drank that water, my sense of taste was so heightened that I was utterly shaken. Ordinary water from a mountain spring tasted like, I don't know like what, like wine, like something out of I don't know where. My taste buds must have been souped up somehow. And then another feeling, which I cannot describe, fell over all of us. It was a feeling as if we were one with the entire universe. When I looked at a tree outside my friend's homestead, it was as if that tree was a multicolored living rainbow. When I looked at the mountain far away, my sense of sight was so intense that I could see colors beyond colors. I can't give you any other description. And then say, afterwards, I was very weak, but with a monstrous appetite. And then I left my friend's homestead and returned to South Africa. Every step of the way, I seemed like a person reborn. It was a feeling that no words can describe. And when I asked my friend by letter afterwards, what was this God flesh? He said it had been the flesh of a puana. Yes, sir. People who say that these things don't exist had better think again. They are tangible, they are smellable, and furthermore, they are edible if you are willing to take the risk. In Africa, we have an ancient custom whose existence many people deny today, that anything that claims to be a god should be eaten. There are places in Africa even now where if you are a spiritual person and you are sick, well, let me tell you what happened to me in the country today called Zaire. I got sick, sir. I was undergoing yet another of my 7 initiations. And I fell sick from very bad running stomach. And I was so sick. Everything that my friends, white friends and black friends, could do failed to help me. And then, one night, some of my teachers came to me and requested that since I was going to die, would I please allow them the honor of eating me after death. Now, sir, it's a very good thing to be invited to a dinner, but not when you happen to be part of the menu. And I recovered so quickly that I escaped from that area in one of their ramshackle buses, and I never went back. Thank you very much. Fear can be a wonderful medicine sometimes, and it was with me.
Do you think, Credo, that those senses that you experience, that really heightened sense of everything, of oneness, of whatever, are the very senses that the Chittahuli have manipulated out of us?
I do, sir. I do very much. They were senses like no human being possesses. May I add, no human being possesses anymore. It was as if at one time, sir, a voice was speaking in my head, a very amazing voice. And after that, my powers of prophecy were intensified. This is what I think. We human beings are holier and more wonderful than we think we are. And I feel we lost something at some time in the course of our development, or shall I say, in the course of our manipulation.
Credo, this is fascinating information, which I'm sure many people in the UFO research community will be very, very interested in. That is that these grey extraterrestrials, or grey figures, whatever they are, don't actually really look like that. They're almost in disguise.
Yes, sir, they are. And I will tell you what. Grey aliens have died in various parts of Africa. They have been killed, and they are very, very quick to recover the bodies of their friends, which have fallen out of their crashed spacecraft. But sometimes African sangomas steal these bodies before they can be recovered. And believe me, sir, I have heard and I've seen that butchering a corpse of one of these creatures is extremely hard work. What you think is the skin of the creature is actually a tight-fitting costume that the creature is wearing.
Thanks for watching.